we're all put here for different reasons. I feel incredibly blessed that I know one of the main reasons that I was put here. I think so many people go through life and they don't ever feel like they found that. And I feel like I found that 30 years ago with Rainbow Days. I started Rainbow Days really out of a personal mission of breaking the cycle of alcoholism in our family. I grew up in an alcoholic home and became an alcoholic as a young adult, and when I began my recovery learned that it is a disease that tends to run in families. So in order to break that cycle within our family, I wanted to do something for my daughter, Catherine. And there wasn't anything available at the time, really much in our country, but certainly in our city. So I became aware of how to start and run support groups for young children of alcoholics, and that was really the beginning of Rainbow Days and the beginning of our work. We chose the name Rainbow Days because of the symbolism of a rainbow, that it was a visible sign that God made with us, and it represented a covenant, and to me it represented hope for a brighter tomorrow. And so we wanted something that would symbolize that for the children that we're serving, so that they could know that despite the circumstances that they might be living in today, that their tomorrow can be better, and we wanted to equip them with the skills and the belief that tomorrow could be better, so that regardless of what was happening in their life today, they could have that promise of hope and a belief that they could be all that God intended for them to be. It's a lot about remaining open to hearing God's voice and knowing that in a dark time, and I believe we all go through dark times, sometimes it's circumstantial, things outside of our control, other times it may be just messes we've gotten ourselves into, but when I'm going through a dark time, now I know and believe firmly that it won't last forever. One of the activities that we do with our children, and one of the most important lessons that we teach them, is sunshine and cloud. And I started that very early on, just as an activity that I thought would be fun, because our logo used to have a cloud on one end and a happy sunshine face on the other with the rainbow in between. And so I would ask the children, what was something happened to you this week that wasn't so great? That would be their cloud. And what something that happened to you that was fun or exciting or made you happy? And that was their sunshine. And we would quickly go around the group and talk about that, and it was a way for me as the group leader to learn kind of what was going on in their lives, what had happened that week, but more importantly to teach them that the clouds don't last forever. You might have 3 clouds in a day, but you'll have 4 sunshines, or you might have a cloud that lasts a week, but eventually the sun will come out. So these things aren't going to last forever. Well, we went along and we did that for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I quickly get bored with things, so I wanted to change it and do a different opening. And the kids were like, no, we want to do sunshine and cloud. And I said, oh, we've done that. Let's do something else. No, we want to do sunshine and cloud. 30 years later, every group we do, the hundreds, tens of thousands of children who have been through group, the one thing they always remember is sunshine and cloud. And so many of them tell me, parents, volunteers, we do this every day with our children before we go to bed or when we sit down at the dinner table. It's a way to connect as a family. And so to me, that's kind of how you keep, quote, happiness or joy, is knowing that despite the clouds that are in your life today, the sun is going to come out and things will get better. And my aunt used to say, stop staring up the stairs and start stepping up the steps. So you just have to take that next step and that next step until you get there.